Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Hi Capricorn, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter December Tarot reading. Now your overall energy card for this reading is the Ace of Swords. And it's indicating to me that it's been kind of a rough time to get to this point. And I just did what Sagittarius and Scorpio's readings, and it indicated the same thing. And I think this had to do with last month's planetary activity, where Mercury, Venus, and Mars were in their opposite houses. And that's not a comfortable place for them. And I'm beginning to realize that it was a little more difficult in November than I actually thought. I'm doing this in the middle of November, so things haven't been completely played out. But this Ace of Swords is saying, yeah, there's been some problems. This is with intellect and communication. And now it's telling me to say this is where words now have more meaning. You're receiving now a new sword reality, a new beginning. But because there's two edges to the sword, it can heal or harm. It can cut through all of the crap, or it can undercut. And this card does signify getting to the heart of the matter. Logic over emotions. Truth over justice. And sudden change. Inner strength. Control. Freedom. And you're going to see that you have a lot of that going on in this reading right now. Sudden change with the Tower in the future. Endings with the World card, the Sun card, and strength as well, required with the challenges that you're going to be facing in the future, it's saying. Now this is saying there might be some new purposes and changes in the path in your life. And the cards on the left agree with that, because for what you know, receive the Death card and the Strength card. Whatever happened in the past that you now are concluding, put you into a transformation. Things are changing. It's time to get rid of some things, shed some things in your life that's no longer serving you. The Death card in itself is beckoning for conclusions. That's why it showed up here. And you have to have the strength and the courage to face what you need to face. This card is about resiliency and difficult circumstances. And the Ace of Swords was saying it was a hard road to get where you're at right now. And you still have a path that's difficult in front of you. You're going to have to muster up some inner strength, self-control, self-confidence. The Death and the Strength card are both awakening cards. Something is shaking your cage for you to open up your eyes. And the cards in the center for what is or can be yours agrees with that, because you received the Sun card and the Emperor. Now the Sun card is like a miasma, or a fog is lifting, and all of a sudden you're seeing things with clarity. It brings enlightenment, insight, and also abundance and joy. That is, if you can get control of your life, control of this transformation, and have the strength to go through it. Because that's what the Emperor is saying, is he's always saying, take control. The Emperor is about leadership, structure, organizations, setting boundaries, making things run smoothly and make sure it's done civilly. He's now giving you the power to go through the Death card and bolstering up your strength. To have this abundance that the Sun card is offering you. And it's saying here, yeah, if you make the right choices, you're going to get the Nine of Pentacles and the World card over in the Awakening. The Nine of Pentacles is a card that's about completion. You're a replete person. You went through trials and tribulations and you came out the end of it. But the number 9 is a card of completion, and so is the World card. You're at the end of a cycle. Well, the Ace of Swords is agreeing with that because now it's telling you you're at the beginning of a cycle. So there's been endings and beginnings coming in. And through all this, you've been in a transformation with the Death card. This has been rather difficult. The World card is saying that if you acquire it, you've graduated. You've learned a lesson of some sort, and you've earned the dignity that the Nine of Pentacles is offering. If you don't learn a lesson, you're going to go way back into the Major Arcana cards and be forced to go through the gauntlet of them again. That is, if you can't take control of what's happening here, this transformation, and find the strength. And you really need to do that because the future cards is the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles again. Now the Tower card is saying there's been a change of circumstances, and the Death card agrees with that. Now the Tower card is not a negative card at all. Actually, it's a neutral card. It's up to you the way the Tower falls. A lot of times I think the Tower card's there to make relief and release from certain things that just haven't served you in your life. I don't know what happened in the past. I didn't pull any past cards, but it's saying up there with the Ace of Swords, it was a hard road to get to where you're at. And you're still shaking a few cages, figuring out where you want to go in the future. But the redeeming feature of this is you receive the Wheel of Fortune card with the Tower card. This is an auspicious time to act, to release some things, to relieve the pressure and stress of this transformation. Bring it to an ending, a conclusion, so you can get to a beginning, a new beginning. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card about luxury and contentment and happiness. But the number 9 is about completion. And so is the World card, and you receive the number 9 of Pentacles twice. Now, if you can get through this transformation with the Death card, have the strength to do it, take control of everything, and have some enlightenment from the experiences that now have taught you your lesson, you're going to have the luxury of life of contentment and happiness. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.